he's leaving the life he's come to know. Ooh. He said he's going back to find. Going back to find. Ooh, what's left of his world. The world he left behind not so long ago. He's leaving.
I thought I would give you a recap really quickly. If you missed it, we are wallpapering the guest room, and I've had so many issues. I've tried 3 different pastes, and I'm struggling with bubbles. I'm not talking little bubbles that you can poke with a pin and get the air out. Talking bubbles like that. And I've tried popping it with a pin even when it's wet, and it's like it fills back up instantly with air. I don't understand what's going on. However, I tried, this is the paste that I just despise because it is, I mean, look, it is so sticky. It is just nasty to work with. But I think this is the best so far out of the 3. And one of you said, maybe you need to book it for longer because it needs to soak into the paper longer. So I'm going to try that today. I'm going to cut a piece and basically let it sit there for 15 minutes. But right now, do you see the glue? That is how bad this glue is. So I'm going to have to take a magic eraser to get all of it off. And I wiped it off. That's just what it does. It's so sticky and thick. But I'm going to try it because this piece, while it had bubbles in it yesterday, I really worked to get them out, and they stayed out. And this is the piece that I let book for just a tad longer than the rest of them. So I'm thinking that is the idea. But the rest of this, I worked and worked and worked and worked and worked to get them to stay out. And I think they're out. There are a few up there. Don't care. There is this one, which I'm going to work on this one a little bit and see if I can get it out, and we'll go from there, but I'll keep you posted.
And when you're feeling lonely and small, you need somebody there to hold you. You can call out my name.
These pillow covers were in that spring pillow cover reel that I just shared. And I keep these on the couch, but I just got these. They're the exact same, just a different color. Look how pretty they are with these. I brought them in here to check the size of our bed pillows, and I think that looks really pretty. So I might switch these white ones out with these. Delivered some Easter decor. Let's go through it. How cute. I love this wreath. It's got lots of different flowers, and it even came with this bow. I thought this houndstooth rug was beige, even though it said pink. It is. I had this vision of having lots of different herbs on my countertop, but I can't keep any alive. I've tried, I can't. I can outside, but I can't inside. So I found all of these.
Really hard to talk to people who don't do their shopping at like thrift stores or like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Plato's Closet, that type of thing, because it's like, it's just a different mindset. Like, they're not foragers, you know, they don't like to forage. They like to know, like, okay, this is a product that's always going to be sold at this store. And
all right, I just booked this for 20 minutes. So I'm going to put this up, and Deb just had to go pick something up, and she said, I feel so sorry for you. She pities me because this has been the absolute worst. So wish me luck. One piece up. I'm going to put this piece up and then I'm going to see. Oh, I got to tell you something else. I believe I mentioned Friday maybe that I was going to run out of wallpaper, and I am. And this wall is going to be a full wall. So we thought, okay, I probably won't run out if I just do just the top half because these are going to be a nightmare anyway. But we looked at this and I don't like that. I don't like all this. It's too much. So this has to be one full wallpaper. So yeehaw! Okay, this piece is up. You can see the lines a lot more, the seams a lot more when they're wet than when they're dry. All of that is dry. This is an overlap of 1/2 inch. I like to butt my wallpaper up to match the pattern, but this is a 1/2 inch overlap. So that's why you see that right now. It's wet. So that will shrink. This is what it looks like. There is not one bubble. So I'm going to go down. We're going to do a little DIY that I've been wanting to do. And come back up here in about 1/2 hour and see what happened. All right, so this is the thing that I've been wanting to do. I got this pot at that huge estate sale a couple months ago. And obviously you can tell it's been sitting outside. It's got some issues. This handle is broken off. This one is still on. So I'm not sure if I should just break this one off. Should I go outside and club it with a hammer? Or just ignore the fact? I may ignore it. I have a bunch of these paper whites that I've collected throughout the last 5 years. I just looked to see if they were available, and they're not. But they look so realistic. And then they have this little thing on the bottom that I want this whole thing filled with them. But I don't know how to get them in here without using something like this, but I don't have that much. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe cut this in half and line this thing as much as I can and hot glue it in. Wish me luck on this. Even though our floors are not done, we're going to play musical furniture, and we're going to move this in here. And then this is going to go in that place. And then I think, like I said before, we're going to take these panels off and put glass, and it's going to hold that collection. I love this collection. These bowls are huge and they don't fit anywhere, but they will fit in here. So I think that will be really pretty. Here. This is one that we have to lay on the back of it. So it might be moving stuff with DebandDanelle here shortly. Deb is finishing up a few things upstairs before we move those big cabinets. So I thought I would answer a few questions from the question box, and then I'll answer the questions like over the next couple of weeks because there are a lot of good ones. If you have not been here for very long, we sometimes have columns up here and sometimes we don't, one on each side of the island. I like it both ways. I like it with them up there and without. So I just randomly will put them up and then take them down. And I like that we have that option to do that. But it gives our kitchen an entirely different look when we have them up. All of our walls are pure white by Sherwin-Williams. And they are kind of like it's a white with the least amount of color in it that Sherwin-Williams has, but it's more of a creamy white rather than a bright white. And then the trim is a plain white right off the shelf in semi-gloss, but the rest is pure white. And our whole house is the same. This is a really good question. We have sconces on this one and the one in the sunroom. The fireplace in the dining room does not have a television above it. I'll show you that one. Here, I'll show you right now. This is the one here in the dining room. And I love the sconces there, but see how much space I have to decorate. The one here in the kitchen, I don't have much space, but I actually like that I can just put a little plant up on each side or something really simple. And so there's a lot of factors. Let me show you the one in the sunroom. There is no room, so I had to do sconces. And the one in the living room without sconces. This is the one in the sunroom, so there was no room on each side to really put anything. So I definitely wanted the sconces up there, which I think they're going to be here tomorrow. Don't even ask about this. I'll be talking about this tomorrow. This fireplace here in the living room only has the top, the picture light. And I like this for different reasons. So basically what I'm telling you is clearly I'm no help. I'm no help with this decision, but at least this, I hope, gave you some things to think about. It depends on how much you have to decorate on each side. If you don't have anything, I would definitely go with the sconces. If you have no room, I would go with the picture light. And it all depends on how much you like putting things up on your mantle. So, good luck to you. Okay, a lot of these are called Majolica ware, which are these. I think this one might be a McCoy. These are McCoy. But they all are like greens and browns. I've collected these forever. Like anytime I see them for $5 or $10, I grab them. I never pay a lot of money for them, but that's what it's called, Majolica.